Hello friends, welcome to the Cool Vedas, that's Veda School. In the last video we saw how the sages of Shatashringa had told Pandu that they saw offsprings for him in his future. Today, let's see the actions Pandu takes to make his destiny come true. Now this story has been mentioned in Sambhava Parva in Adi Parva. So let's listen along and find out what Pandu does. Pandu reached his beloved Kunti and sat down to speak to her. He reflected upon himself for a moment and then he said, My lady, the sages have informed me that we have the blessings of begetting children in our destiny. At this time of distress, of being cursed myself, you do strive to raise an offspring, O Kunti. Hearing this, Kunti was very confused and shocked. Now, seeing this shocked face of Kunti, Pandu continued. He said, O Kunti, listen to the history of the daughter of Saradandayana who was asked by her husband to raise an offspring. That warrior dame, the daughter of Saradandayana, soon came across a brahmana whose help she asked for the sake of begetting a son. After proper performance of Pumsavana Karma, she was blessed with three children from that ascetic Brahmana. These three sons were all mighty warriors, among whom Durjaya was the eldest. O Kunti, do take that Sharadandayana's daughter's example and bring forth an offspring for us with the help of a person who is higher, superior to me, a person, a highly privileged Brahmana's help. Hearing this story of Sharadandayana's daughter from Pandu, Kunti, with all humbleness, replied, O virtuous one, it is not right for you to say such things to me. I am your wedded wife. I am fully devoted to you. I shall not certainly, even in imagination, accept any other man other than you. What other man is there in this world superior to you? O virtuous one, listen to this Puranic narrative that has been heard by me. She said, O Lord, there was in ancient times a king in the race of Puru, known by the name of Vyushitaswa. He was devoted to truth and virtue. He was so great that on one occasion, while he was performing a sacrifice, the gods with Indra and the great rishis came to him. And Indra was so intoxicated with the soma juice that he drank, and the Brahmanas with the large presents that they received, that both the Devas and the great rishis began to themselves perform everything pertaining to that Homa of the illustrious royal sage. This was how great the king Vyushitaswa was. And thereupon Vyushitaspa began to shine above all men like the sun appearing in double splendor after the season of frost is over. And the powerful king Vishitaswa, who was endued with the strength of 10 elephants, very soon performed the Ashwamedha Yaga, overthrowing all the kings of the east, north, west, and south, and extracted tributes from them all. There is an anecdote that is sung by all reciters of the Puranas in connection with the illustrious Vishitasva. They say, having conquered the whole earth up to the coast of the sea, Vishitasva protected every class of his subjects as a father does his own sons. Performing many sacrifices, he gave away much wealth to the Brahmanas. After collecting unlimited jewels and precious stones, he made arrangements for performing still greater homas. And he performed also the Agnishtoma and other special Vedic practices extracting great quantities of soma juice. And this great king Vishitasva, for his beloved dear wife, had the daughter of Kakshivat, Bhadra. Bhadra, who was unrivaled for beauty on earth. And it has been heard that the couple loved each other very, very deeply. King Vyushitaswa was seldom separated from his beloved wife. But, alas, however, within a few days, the king's life settled like the setting sun due to a horrible disease, due to Kshayaroga. And as this king lost his life because of Kshayaroga, the beautiful queen Bhadra was completely grief stricken. She wept loudly on her husband's dead body. She wailed thus, "O Lord, for sure, some loving couple must have been separated by me in my Purva Janma, for which I am suffering this fate now of being separated from you, my love. O king, from this day I will myself lay down on a bed of kusha grass and abstain from every luxury, hoping to behold you once more. O handsome one, show yourself to me. O king, O lord, talk once more to your beloved wife." She wailed thus. Now Kunti looked at Pandu's face, which was filled with compassion, and she then again continued the story thus. She said, "O Pandu, it was thus that the beautiful Bhadra wept over the death of her lord, and the weeping Bhadra clasped in her hands the corpse in anguish of heart. Then she was addressed by an incorporeal voice in these words. These words were spoken from the corpse of her husband. It said, "Rise up, O Bhadra, and leave this place. O you of sweet smiles, I grant you this boon. I will beget offspring upon you. Lie down with me on your own body after proper purification during your fertile period." Now, hearing this voice from the corpse of of her husband's body, Bhadra, the chaste wife of the king, however, decided to do as she was directed, and she took the corpse of her husband and lay down in her bed. And O Pandu, the corpse of her husband begot upon her 7 children, that is, 3 Shalvas and 4 Madras were born from Vishitaswa and Bhadra. O bull of the Bharatas, O Pandu, you also beget offspring upon me, like the illustrious Vishitasva, by using that ascetic power which you possess, said Kunti. Thus Kunti narrated the story of Vishitaswa, exhorting her husband to raise offspring upon her by his ascetic power. Now what will Pandu do, as Kunti is not convinced to approach anyone else to beget children? Will Pandu give up his hope to have offspring? Let's listen along and find out. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more Mahabharata stories. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Namaste.